Good morning and welcome to CANTO Connect 2, or 37th AGM and Mini Expo. Honorable Retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, Prime Minister and Minister responsible for ICT Guyana. Bruno Ramos, Regional Director for the Americas, International Telecommunication Union. Mr. Jose Ayala, Chairman of the Spectrum Group for the Americas, CITEL. Mr. David Cox, Chairman, CANTO. Board of Directors, CANTO. Members of CANTO. Sponsors, delegates, and other specially invited guests, a special warm good morning to you. I hope you all have been keeping safe in your respective locations. We are here, and my name is Wendell Etienne, and I'm absolutely happy to be again entrusted by the CANTO family to be your guide over the next 2 days as we go through the process of our AGM and Mini Expo. Now, just because we're in a virtual session, that doesn't mean we cannot engage each other. I know some of us are missing the hugs and the embraces, but this is a new situation brought on by the novel coronavirus, and I'm absolutely sure that whilst we miss each other, we are equally grateful to be sharing this space with the ability to connect. So on that end, I'm asking that you feel free to maintain your chat, engage with us through the event feed feature on the platform, as well as in the chat boxes throughout all of the presentations. Our theme this year, adapt, enable, and innovate. And I'm absolutely certain once more that these words have been given new meaning and new life as we have navigated the last year and we continue to navigate going forward. Just to let you know who's in the room, we will maintain the tradition of presenting the CANTO flag show. Now, when you see your country's flag, feel free to just say hi, drop an emoji. Let us know that you are here with us. So, here we are, my friends, the CANTO flag show. Gives me such a warm feeling when I see all our member flags being displayed during the flag show. So it's nice to know that you all are here connected with us. I understand that we have already begun the process of engaging that platform and saying hi. That's what we do to stay connected during this medium. So With the flag show now behind us, that means in front of us, we get the opportunity to welcome the chairman of CANTO. Let's welcome Mr. David Cox. Chairman. Chairman?
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to CANTO's 37th annual AGM meeting and mini expo. It's a real pleasure to have you join us, and we're incredibly grateful to you for taking the time to meet with us this morning and to participate in this event. This is our 37th annual general meeting, meaning that it's been 37 years since CANTO has been doing this. And I'm very happy to say that despite all of the challenges that we've had since 2020 and 2021, that we are able to continue those traditions. You know, last year we were able to celebrate the AGM in Varadero, Cuba, and we at CANTO are very grateful to our friends at ITEXA for having organized an amazing event. But we were able to do it in person, and of course this year we have to do it virtually because of the pandemic. I'm just grateful that you're all well and safe, and my hope is that we all continue to stay and remain that way throughout 2021 as we hopefully get to the end of this very difficult situation. I want to adopt the protocol that's been already established by Wendell. Thank you, Wendell, for an excellent job as usual. But I do want to take a moment to recognize and to say special thanks to the Honorable Retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, Prime Minister and Minister responsible for ICT of Guyana, the Prime Minister of Guyana, for joining us today. It's an incredible honor to have his participation. It means a great deal to us. And frankly, it's important for the region to have the thoughts and the experiences and the perspectives of our heads of government and ministers of ICT, particularly at this challenging time. I won't stay with you for very long this morning, but I do want to say a few quick things, mostly thanks. I want to say thanks to you, of course, again, for making the time to be with us. I also want to thank the staff of the Secretariat, who are an incredible group of people who worked really hard to put this event together. And I am continually amazed by their energy, their focus, their dedication, and their professionalism. And I just want them to know how much we appreciate, that is, the board appreciates everything they do for CANTO every day. I also want to thank the fellow board of directors for how hard they've worked throughout 2020 to support the organization and for their support generally. They are an amazing group of people, a very diverse group of people from across the region, and we're extremely blessed to have their support, their interest, their energy. I want to thank, frankly, all of our sponsors who make these events possible. I won't be able to name all of them right at the moment. We're going to be highlighting them throughout the course of the day, but I just want each sponsor to know how grateful we are as an organization for their support. They make these events possible. They continue to be strong allies of CANTO, and we are grateful to each of them for their continued interest and for their support. And I encourage you to reach out to them as well to let them know that you appreciate the support. It would be remiss of me, I think, as chairman of CANTO, given the time we are in and where we are as a region and in the world, if I didn't take just a moment to briefly acknowledge the fact that we are living during an incredible pandemic, which has had such an incredible impact on the world. Across the globe, millions out of work, many people have died, millions are infected, and it's fair to say that the entire world has been turned upside down by this terrible, terrible virus. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I do want to say, you know, COVID is a moral issue. COVID is a moral obligation on each person, because each of us, perhaps the first time in 100 years, has the potential to cause someone's death by breathing, sneezing, or coughing on them. that is an incredible responsibility. And it means that we have an obligation to do what we need to do to protect our neighbors, our communities, our friends, our family. And we do that in the hope that in doing so, others will take the same decisions to protect us. But even if we don't think that COVID can impact us or that we will be okay, there are other reasons to think about making the right decisions to protect ourselves from COVID. We need to protect our frontline workers, our nurses and our doctors, our medical professionals who are on the front lines and who are terrified every day that either they could be impacted by this disease or they could bring it home to their families. And in any event, if our hospitals and our medical facilities are overrun in our countries, then other medical procedures, other medical care could be compromised. So perhaps you don't care about COVID or aren't too concerned about it, but COVID could impact someone that you know who is pregnant and will have to deliver a baby, or someone who has to get dialysis at a hospital, or somebody who needs surgery at a hospital. So COVID impacts us all. And I just want to say before I close that, as I said, it is a moral issue. It is an issue that requires all of us to take some responsibility. But I'll leave it there other than to say thank you again. I'm so grateful to you for joining us. We are so pleased to have you. I think that we're going to have an interesting few sessions today, and I look forward to meeting with you and engaging with you in the chat rooms as the day goes on. Thank you again for your support. Take care and all the best for 2021.
Thank you so much, Chairman, and thank you for putting this entire effect on the world caused by COVID-19 in perspective. Thank you so much. My friends, I would like to echo the sentiments of Chairman Cox when he spoke about the team here in Trinidad and Tobago who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to get this event together. Now, whilst you're seeing me on one side of the camera without my mask, please do not misconstrue that as being the tone of what's in the room. We have a very small team, only the team who's necessary to make this event happening. We're well socially distanced, we're all wearing our masks, and we are being absolutely safe on this end. There's a gentleman standing right behind the camera to which I'm speaking to engage you. And although we have a very safe distance between us, in fact, he is also equally masked. So we're being safe on this end as well. The room, it's a hub of activity. And the person who stands at the right hand of the chairman, who is in charge of what I call the engine room of CANTO, she is no stranger to us if we have been to a CANTO event, and it is with absolute pleasure that I welcome her to take her mark in front of the camera. Let's welcome Secretary General of CANTO, Teresa Wankid.
Thank you, Wendell. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, Prime Minister and Minister responsible for ICT Guyana. Mr. Bruno Ramos, Regional Director for the Americas, International Telecommunications Union. Mr. Jose Alea, Chairman of the Spectrum Group for the Americas, CITEL. Mr. David Cox, Chairman, CANTO. Board of Directors of CANTO, members of CANTO, sponsors, delegates, and other invited guests. Thank you for welcoming us into your homes or offices or wherever your workstation may be situated this morning. I assure you that our virtual AGM will reflect the same professionalism, insightful discussions, and friendliness which are characteristic of a CANTO event. I extend my sincere gratitude to our Board of Directors and the CANTO Secretariat whose support, dedication, and creativity have ensured that CANTO Connect 2 will meet your every expectation. Thank you to our speakers who will share knowledge and expertise with us over the next 2 days. Thank you to the production team and the entertainers who have worked closely with us to ensure that this event is smartly executed and infused with the right mix of social and networking content. To our sponsors for your commitment in providing a platform for collaboration between all stakeholders in the region. Permit me a moment to thank you individually. Our headline sponsor, Digicel Business, our diamond sponsor, Cable and Wireless Communications, our gold sponsors, Calix, our bronze sponsors, Sactel International, Internet Society, Trip Wireless, Telestra, Integra Touch, Telecommunications Services of Trinidad and Tobago, and Via Business Solutions. And of course, our additional sponsors, Spatial Innovation Limited, PBS Technology Group, ICTIAL, 24 Frames Production, and LTE Executions. Although the pandemic has curtailed our planned in-person events for 2020, the adaptability of the Secretariat staff in collaboration with the innovativeness of our members, sponsors, and stakeholders has enabled us to continue to add value for the region. While the forecast for 2021, in light of the new COVID-19 vaccines, appears cautiously brighter, even as we cope with new variants of the virus, to a large extent, we continue to play a game of wait and see. When will borders be reopened? How can tourism, the sector that is the lifeblood of several Caribbean countries and which is intimately linked to the sustainability of economies, be safely restarted? And then what role will the Caribbean ICT sector play in rebuilding confidence in the economy? These are all questions we have to answer. This event provides an excellent forum to connect with operators, vendors, regulators, government officials, and other stakeholders. You will be able to engage each other, chat with colleagues from across the industry, schedule one-on-one meetings, message, and exchange contacts for future business. I encourage you to take full advantage of the opportunities afforded via this platform. There is still much work to be done to accomplish our goal of a digitalized region. The CANTO Secretariat and its members are fully committed to work with all stakeholders to enhance the digital transformation agenda in the region. Do enjoy the activities we have planned for you, and stay safe. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Teresa. Don't run away just yet.
Sure.
Unfortunately, unlike the usual convention, I can't reach across and embrace in the usual fashion. But I would like to ask a couple of questions, if I may.
Sure.
And this is where I would also like to engage those of you viewing at your respective locations. If you have a question that they want to toss at our Secretary General, I would take the liberty of encouraging those questions via the live chat. We're in the midst of a global pandemic. How has CANTO managed to pivot, to stay active, and still engage and interact with all of its members?
Okay, so these are interesting times, Wendell. And like everyone, everywhere in the world, the pandemic has thrown us into chaos. So CANTO, through its members, were able to quickly establish the CANTO COVID Task Force. The CANTO COVID Task Force is a platform we've used to deliver dialogue with all members, with the entire region, to share information, and to pivot.
What are some of the plans for 2021? I know a lot has been happening in the background.
So
could you just give us a sneak peek?
Sure. So CANTO 21, not business as usual, as we say. No more business as usual, but CANTO will continue on its course, which is serving the needs of the membership and the entire region. So we will continue to deliver activities, albeit very virtual and very socially distanced. We will continue with our Girls and ICT Day project, which is a flagship event of CANTO. We also have the CANTO Conversation Series, where we showcase technology and expertise on what the region and the world is grappling with right now. We will also deliver our flagship event, the CANTO Annual Conference and Trade Show. It's looking at this time as it's going to be a virtual event, but you can be guaranteed that it will be a CANTO event.
Well, I'm sure that event would give all of our members that opportunity to be innovative as well, as I'm sure they've all been adapting accordingly.
And please send us your comments, what you want to see in CANTO 2021.
Now, in parting, I know you have given us an account from your position as Secretary General. I'm talking to Teresa Wankin now. What advice would you like to, or what final words would you like to share with our attendees today?
Well, first, I want to thank you for sharing this space with us today, for giving us the opportunity to serve you and to bring all of you together as we are accustomed to do. I urge you to take active participation in today's and tomorrow's proceeding. Also, the networking session, it's going to be very good. Because of the starvation for social events and social activities, CANTO Connect is going to be infused with lots of social activities to ensure that we satisfy that hunger. We also going to have several games for you to play, all in the context of learning and showcasing technology. So I urge you to be involved, be active, interact with the Secretariat staff and your colleagues, and enjoy the event.
Thank you so much, Teresa. What about you? How have you been making those personal changes? How has it affected you?
You're putting me on the spot here,
I'm putting you on the spot here.
Well, I, like everyone else, have had to adapt with everything on the professional front, because we have a very, very good team, our board of directors, the Secretariat staff. We were able to adapt pretty quickly and pivot to working from home and virtual. On a personal note, I have a daughter and a husband, and we all working from home. We all following social distance. But we're thanking God for small mercies and making it do and having fun along the way.
I must confess, and I think once we get past COVID, and I honestly believe we will to some large extent get past COVID, one thing would always stick in my memory: the number of times I have tried to put something in my mouth to eat or drink with a mask on.
Yes, we will get over COVID, and we will have a CANTO event where we will bring the food and the culture, the things that we are known for. So stay tuned and ensure that you enjoy this event and keep your anticipation and your anxiousness alive for CANTO 2021.
Thank you so much, Teresa.
Yes.
My friends, I am sure we'll be hearing from our Secretary General over the next couple of days as we proceed with CANTO Connect 2, or 37th AGM and Mini Expo. How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected you in your region? What are some of the things that you'd be only too happy to have left behind once we have gotten to a significant place of conquering and getting past this virus? These are some of the considerations. Yep. So, my friends, as we continue to chat and we make way for the events as they unfold over the next couple of days, please permit me, I beg of your indulgence, just to share a few housekeeping rules to ensure that we have a seamless yet enjoyable event. Let's start with a look at our CANTO Connect video.
Hi everyone, and welcome to CANTO Connect 2, CANTO's 37th AGM and Mini Expo. My name is Timothy, and I'm going to walk you through how to use our platform over the next 2 days. When you first log into the platform, you'll be able to create a profile where you can put your name, your company, and upload a picture of yourself. This will help everyone else identify who you are and find you very easily in the networking lounge. So, when you complete that step, you go to the reception area. This is where you get a snapshot of everything that's going to happen over the next 2 days. These tabs to the left and the right of your screen, what they will do is they show you how to get to all the different areas on our platform. So, event feed. When you get to the event feed, this is the lifeblood of the platform. You can type all your messages, you can discuss all your topics, everything goes in there. And as you can see, our chairman, Mr. Cox, has left a welcome message for everyone. Please feel free to respond to him there. Next, let's quickly check attendees. Click on attendees and you can see everyone that's registered. And if you want to send them a message or reach out to them, You simply go, ask to meet them, or ask to chat with them. That's followed by our agenda. So you can see the both days, Monday and Tuesday, you can click on them and you can see exactly what's happening and the time that it's happening. A very important point to note is that each agenda session is put into a block, so you'll need to leave this agenda session before you can join the next one. When the time comes, to walk through that process. Next is speakers. You can see the lineup of all of our speakers. Thank you so much to all of our speakers, and thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Everyone has had this happen. So you come to our sponsors tab, you can see all of our sponsors. Click on them and you get an idea of what they do. You can get some videos, you can see the social media handles, and more importantly, you can reach out to them for more information. And you can also see our lounge. So this is a really important part of our platform where we encourage people to log in and chat with each other. As you can see, click on the lounge and there's a picture of Jimmy. So if I wanted to have a quick chat with Jimmy, I click on this empty chair and we put into a meeting, a face-to-face camera meeting with each other that lasts for 15 minutes and we can just have a quick catch-up. Next tab is entertainment, and you'll see lots of these people over the next 2 days. If you set up meetings with anyone, this is where you'll be able to see them. So again, thank you all so much. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to the speakers. Enjoy CANTO Connect 2. Enjoy networking with everyone. And please feel free to message anyone in the Secretariat at any time for any questions. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the agenda for the next 2 days.
So there we are. I hope you have paid particular attention as we have all just witnessed how we're going to navigate the platform during the course of the next 2 days. It's not at all difficult. I myself have visited, and if I can get past it, I'm sure you can as well. So feel free, now's the time, engage each other, get into those discussions, and get ready to truly participate in this remote experience. Now, as you chat, we will remain respectful in sharing views. I know sometimes we can get a bit passionate when we're trying to get our points across, but remember that this forum, we need a little clarity of information as we exchange ideas as well. Pay close attention when you'll be required to change sessions. So we don't want any of you being left out and not realizing that you should have changed, so that you miss out on some of the valuable content that will be shared over the next 2 days as well. Also, we want you to be there for the interactive panel discussion as we move along.